Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ebenezer, a cybersecurity analyst. So quickly, I just wanted to come on, make my first video and let you guys into my environment and see what I have set up. I've been trying to learn more and more, grow my skills and venture into new things. I've set up my labs that I've been, going into and doing a lot more stuff. As you can see, this is my Microsoft Sentinel. I also have Microsoft Defender set up. Those are kind of my go-to EDR and SIEM platform. I use Splunk, CrowdStrike, Carbon Black, Carbon Black Defense in the past, and then also Sentinel One. But I do like Splunk as well. I'm getting better and better at both of them. This is also a Flare VM, virtual machine with pre-installed tools for both dynamic and static malware analysis. And this is really what I've been trying to get more into, including Wireshark and stuff. But this is what I have. I'll try and see if I can do quick static malware analysis for you guys because I'm not going to do the dynamic one where I have to deploy the malware. But as you can see, this is my Sentinel environment. Let me actually make it bigger, um, if you will. It's my I see I should have something here, but I have two alerts, which is pretty cool. So, I have alerts right here, and we can go into the last 30 days alerts, and then we can go into, I've had some already that I kind of triggered. Um, I simulated atomic red team. We have atomic red team has a simulation where you can harmlessly kind of deploy in your environment, invoke your environment, and it's going to kind of simulate a real environment for you to kind of do analysis, which I will kind of show in a bit. But I also have other things going on here and there. Um, this is the recent alerts that I'm doing. So once it loads, these alerts have been generated the last few days because I deployed um, actually executed the malware in my VM, obviously with my network turned off. But then as I was doing these, Microsoft Defender was still on the host, so it was kind of saving all of these, and then whenever it connected to the network, it kind of sent the alerts as well, which was pretty cool. We're gonna dive more a little bit into this because I want to go into the to this malware stealer alert, so you guys can see what's going on. But before then, let's poke a little bit more. So as you can see, my environment have generated a couple of alerts in the past. You know, I've kind of set this up so this will auto close as an automation rule that I was practicing a while back. I have to practice a lot more, but I was practicing these. So, it will send me like this playbook will send me an email whenever an alert was generated. So as you can see, my Outlook, it sends me emails whenever alerts are generated, which is pretty cool that I did. Yeah. So I just have to learn a way to make it like hyperlink so you can just click on it. I think I even already did that. It just kind of disengaged for some reason, but that's what it is for that. And then, have my data connectors. I have 10 connectors, I have these, and I have analytic rules active. Yep. These days, Microsoft is trying to kind of put everything together, uh, kind of put both Sentinel and Defender together, so you can kind of find the same kind of things here as well. which is cool. They're trying to make a uniform platform. So you can see the same things here as well. Basically, I don't want to do too much right now, but that's really what's going on in this environment. And then yeah, hold on, let's go back to PE Studio. We'll come back to this alert because I want to show something in a bit. But let's go to PE Studio. And PE Studio, like I said, allows you to analyze um, both static and dynamic malware with pre-installed tools, right? That's really what I've been interested in and kind of going in recently. So I'm going to unzip this file with 7-zip, infected. So let's call it new malware.exe, right? New malware.exe. So what we are going to do is we're going to call PE Studio. I have to get a, I have to get a camera so I can close this laptop. But then say for example, quickly, I put this in here. PE Studio is going to let me know what's going on, right? It tells you it's a executable. Also tell you it's a GUI, graphical user interface. Tells you a whole bunch of stuff. Then it's able to tell you the imports, right? What is being imported, the libraries, you know, user 32, the kernel, advapi for the registry, and all the other cool stuff. Imports tells you the imports, and sometimes it will flag the imports. You will see like red here. So it will tell you some things about what this file is capable of doing. Like it loads libraries, it get processes, it write file, it wait for a single object. Sometimes a malware may wait before execution. It will tell you all the other stuff that you have to know about that. Then it also has um, in- included integrated virus total. So if you're online, virus total will be able to tell you what's going on as well. So this is kind of what is going on. And I will show you one new favorite tool that I've kind of observed. Kappa, right? Kappa will do similar thing, but Kappa will like give you the MITRE attack framework and kind of briefly but um pleasant to the eye tell you what this file is all about, right? New malware.exe. It will analyze it and then it will tell you. Whilst it's doing that, it will come back to Kappa, but then let's do this, right? So these are what were generated when uh I was doing the detonation of the malware in my VM, which is the Flare VM, right? This is what happened. I kind of, you can see me executing Kappa, the Windows terminal was prompting on unzipping the files and all the other stuff. But an interesting part of this is this. I was renaming these files like the malware.1.exe, but this particular one, which is the old malware, you know, I executed it, and then virus total, tell you, when you go, it's going to tell you, um, it's going to tell you it's a Trojan mass gram stealer, you know, its properties and all the other stuff. Some other day we're gonna go more into this. But I executed it, and what did it do? It injected code into Chrome, and Edge, right? This is what he injected. He injected into put into Chrome and Edge and created remote thread to open them to kind of execute them. And you can see that is accessing the password, safe password files in Chrome, both Chrome and then Microsoft Edge, and attempted to decrypt credentials because he has to do that to be able to read them. So Edge, and you can see also try to access um, Firefox, and then this is the decryptor for Firefox as well, as you can see right here, right? So this is pretty cool stuff. So as we analyze it, the you analyze statically and kind of do, but it doesn't end here because sometimes it will. This is just some part of the story. We can either go to the we can let's see. Let me grab the hash. We can go to the timeline as well because here we have um the host, and then we have the file, but then we can go to device page. Let's go to the device page real quick, and we can check the timeline out, and you can hunt for other stuff that happened, right? But so we make it a shorter video. We can do advanced hunting queries, which what I did. Usually, I try to see what is going on with this table. If it works fast enough, then kind of see what is going on quickly. But just so this video will not be so long, I already know, I already checked, and then it made connections to uh, these remote IPs and uh, domains, right? These are like the C2s. Usually, if the malware runs long enough, it may create like a scheduled task to call back to these C2s. So quickly, when I use this, when I used browser LOL, this is kind of like a free one to use. When I put this in, it currently leads to access denied. Unfortunately, error 403. And then when we put this in there, what do we get? We get it takes us to like a Telegram page, because one time I was analyzing this uh crypto miner, and that was one of the C2 channels, interestingly, to send data to. It's free, by the way. It's pretty cool. I'll probably pay for it in a bit, but it takes you to telegram.org. But this is some of the things that we can do when we are doing, because you just don't see the alert and just go. You have to do some more threat hunting. So sometimes you gotta see what's going on, what files that were created, right? Uh, this is not a lot of stuff because these are when I unzip the files and all of the other stuff. So and to I renamed it at a later time. So if we leave it for a while, the new renaming I did will even show up here as well. But basically, we can also do device events. Device events will show you the name pipes if it did any stealing, any like as you can see, create remote thread API, made an API call to execute that. We can see a name pipe that was created for communication. See, it's a name pipe, bad name pipe. It created so it can communicate with its creator processes. If it does any, we can see the login data that were being read or say accessed, and name pipes and all of the other stuff. Sometimes it will make registry, registry changes and things like that. So this is what's gonna be you're going to be doing. Okay, cool. Wait, what happened? uh it couldn't. This sample appears to be an installer. Keeper cannot handle installers, so this means results may be identify internal whatever whatever. It didn't do it, didn't do it. Anyways, whatever. I also have I also have atomic red team, like I mentioned. You can see atomic red team, atomics. These are going to be the MITRE attack associated with it. So you can invoke any of these and it will kind of do the simulation for you, right? Um, so let's let's go to PowerShell, right? And invoke this one. Invoke atomic test, then T1547 -001. So this just this MITRE attack um is technique is boot or log on auto start execution registry run keys in the starter folder. So once you execute it, it's going to start, and this is going to run on the host, right? You see it's doing stuff, it's doing stuff, it's doing stuff, it's doing stuff. Right now it's not connected to the internet, but once it's done, it's going to send alert to my Sentinel and Defender. So I just go to incidents. I just go to incidents and it's going to show up later on. Right now, I only have this, which generated on the 26th, you know, and this is the one that I was showing you guys later, earlier on. So it's not going to show up right now, but it's going to show up later on, but that will be for a later video. This is just an introductory video, but then it's going to do all this for you. So it did the registry run key, it did the PowerShell registry run once and all of the other stuff, and then we are going to go in there and kind of find these, which is pretty cool. You don't have to detonate any malware, you don't have to do too much. So as you can see, this when you go to the might attack framework, this is what it's trying to mimic. You know, boot or log on auto start. So it's going to do a lot of registry activities for you to see, right? And there's a bunch of them. So if you want anything such as like a scanning, you will go here and take, say for example, you're going to invoke T1595, T1595, that technique. Yeah, sometimes some of them do not exist. So, but yeah, this is just for testing purposes. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to do more of these. I'm going to do email analysis. I'm going to do email header analysis and regular email analysis, see if I'm able to generate the telemetry for that. Because when you go to Defender, we can go to Explorer, and Explorer is going to let us analyze emails, right? I've sent some fake emails to myself, so because I was testing the email stuff. All right, guys, I think it's time for me to go to sleep. I don't know, my trial has ended. I paid for this. Anyways, I'm gonna holler at you guys later on. You know, I'm just gonna be posting. But if anyone wants to join in, let me know. If you like it, let me know. Let me know some suggestions. I'm just trying to learn more and more and go into more details about stuff. So, thank you guys. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Peace.